It is Heart Health Awareness Month here in February, and we are talking with Amerks forward Damien Giroux. And I feel like for someone like yourself, this month probably a little bit more meaning than some others.
I guess especially with my history, it's definitely a month that you take a little hits closer to home. So I've had an atrial septal defect from the time I was born, I guess, and I guess in 2018 I had a procedure, I guess a minor surgery to kind of repair the defect, and super fortunate that I was able to kind of catch it. It's not something that's usually caught very quickly, so yeah, I guess this month definitely hits home. And it wasn't until I needed a physical done for the hockey season to be able to go play in the OHL in Saginaw. And my family doctor, before clearing me, she just, I guess, noticed a little heart murmur. She heard something and wasn't too sure what it might be, what to expect. So she sent me for a couple tests, echocardiogram, EKG, and a bubble test, just to kind of try and see what was, isolate the situation, isolate the problem, what she was maybe hearing. And it turned out to be an ASD, atrial septal defect. So basically when you're born and you detach the umbilical cord, take your first breath, a little gap is supposed to kind of, I guess you could say, form a wall in between the left and the right ventricle. And I guess in some cases, I guess it just never properly closes. So that's, yeah, that's the murmur that my family doctor had heard. I guess I've had lived my entire life up until that point, the way I had been. So I always thought that I was super healthy, I was in great shape and everything, but I guess by the end of my first season in the OHL, I kind of caught myself being a little bit out of shape, not being able to extend my shifts as long as I might have wanted to. And I remember that was one of my goals for the summer, was to just kind of try and get in better shape. And I remember getting this checkup done and finally kind of figuring out that this might have played a factor into, being a little more winded, a little more quickly and stuff like that. And it actually did. I felt a tremendous difference as soon as I got the repair done. And it's, like I said, I couldn't believe it because I grew up with it my entire life. It's something that I just thought was normal, and I never would have guessed that there was something wrong there. So super fortunate that it got picked up, and super lucky to have an awesome family doctor that was able to hear the murmur again.
So players that are pursuing this ultimate goal often go with adversity, and as we know, this game is full of, unfortunately, things like concussions, broken bones, sprains, but what you have overcome is atypical. It's not a common thing, and to overcome that in 2018, continue playing in the Ontario Hockey League, get into the professional game, and shortly thereafter find yourself with a Minnesota Wild jersey on, playing in the National Hockey League. I mean, I don't know if that's something that, do you wrap your head around? Is it surreal? Is it not? Just to think of what you had to overcome, what obstacles you had to leap over to be here and ultimately in that one game achieve your lifelong goal.
I went 18 years thinking I was perfectly healthy until I wasn't one day, right? So I think that's the biggest thing to take out from this, is to just, take your health seriously and just kind of, if you feel like something might be wrong, try and pursue it, try and figure out what's going on, because like I said, you never know and it happens quick. So, and on the other side, on the other end of things, it's also just, I think, taking everything one step at a time and trusting the process. And I don't know, I'm a strong, I guess you could say, strong believer in positive energy and throwing good vibes out into the universe. And if you kind of just stick with it, throw one foot in front of the other, you can get out of any sticky situation. So I guess that's the thing. The biggest thing for me is just to keep taking everything one day at a time and keep fighting.
These conversations aren't the easiest to have, but they're very important to have. So again, Damien Giroux, I appreciate you sharing your story, and thanks so much for this.
I appreciate you guys taking the time. Thank you so much.